Remakes and remasters. We could go into an entire video going over what a remake or a remaster should or should not be, but there is one thing that is always constant for me when it comes to a remake or remaster. It is a chance to revisit a game or try out a game for the first time that hasn't been accessible on modern platforms. And in today's video, we're going to be going over 7 JRPG remakes and remasters that you should really be adding to your Steam library. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Got you covered with timestamps, so if you want to skip to a certain game, feel free to do so. All I ask is to support the channel, hit the like button, it helps out considerably, and if you want to stick around for some more JRPG content, then you're already in the right place. Just hit that subscribe button. Now the unique thing about this list is that you can get all of these games at an incredible price from Instant Gaming, and if you already have these games on the list, we'll give Instant Gaming a visit anyway, because there are thousands upon thousands of games that are also at an incredible price, so be sure to visit by using the link down below. Now let's get into the first game of the list. We are starting off with a game that I need to revisit again, and that is Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. In Ni no Kuni, you play as a young boy Oliver who lives in a quiet town of Motorville. After a tragic accident claims his mother's life, Oliver is plunged into sorrow until his cherished doll springs to life, revealed to be Drippy, a fairy guy from another world. Drippy explains that everyone in Oliver's world has a soulmate in a parallel realm, and that the fate of Oliver's mother may be tied to a sage in that other world. So quite the synopsis there. Ni no Kuni takes you through all the motions. It is a beautiful looking game, and that is because we have Studio Ghibli behind some of the animations, and of course Level 5 bringing the game itself, so expect some really good things here. There's a hybrid combat system that combines real-time movement with turn-based decision making, and you freely roam the battlefield when a fight starts, dodge attacks, execute spells or physical attack, and select commands for your characters and familiars. Speaking of familiars, these are central to the battle system. These are little creatures that you can capture, train, and evolve. Each human character in your party can use familiars, their abilities, elemental affinities, and their forms add even more depth. I guess it kind of reminds you of Pokemon, which is a great little collectopedia you can fill out. Not only that, you'll be traveling through dozens of locations, villages, castles, and dungeons across a world map, an actual world map. Alongside the main story, there are side quests, hidden items, and optional content that will enhance the experience beyond the core narrative that Ni no Kuni has to offer. Ni no Kuni is one of my favorites, and you can get it in Instant Gaming just below $6.50, so be sure to pick that one up if you haven't already. Next up, we have Live Alive. In Live Alive, you'll experience 7 distant chapters, each set in a completely different time period featuring different protagonists, and these consist of prehistoric, Imperial China, feudal Japan, the Wild West, the present day, the near future, and the distant future. Each chapter has its own storyline and tone. For example, the prehistoric era, you play as a caveman and there's almost no dialogue, while in the near future, you deal with psychic powers and giant mechs. I absolutely love Live Alive. I first played it back when it got its re-release on the Nintendo Switch in its glorious HD 2D style. It looks amazing and it comes with a plethora of gameplay features. Obviously, we have this chapter-based gameplay. You can pick and play in any order. We have a grid-based battle system. It takes place on a square grid where positioning really matters. It might look simple on the outside, but you get to move characters into range, select abilities, item, or weight. Timing and placement, it matter more than merely using the attack and defend commands. There's unique gimmicks per chapter. While the core combat usually stays the same, each chapter adds its own twist. Honestly, I think this is a great RPG, and it's definitely one you need to add to your Steam library, and you can get it on Instant Gaming for less than $30, so it's definitely worth a pickup if you haven't got it already. Next up, we have a game that I've not really dived into too much because it was locked behind the GameCube, but it recently got a HD remaster and it includes both its first and second games, and I'm talking about Baiten Kaitos. You are a disembodied guardian spirit guiding mortal heroes in a world of floating islands. In the first game, you accompany the young Callus in a revenge and redemption journey. His brother and grandfather have died, and he wields a mechanical wing while seeking to stop the evil Empire Alphard's plot to resurrect a god. Then in the second game, it takes place 20 years earlier, so a prequel for those that want to know. You guide the spiritor Saji, framed by the Empire's dark service, as he uncovers political conspiracies and searches for his own identity. So you are getting two games here at the price of one. Not only that, Baiten Kaitos has the most unique battle system I have ever seen in its Magnus card-based battle system. Throughout both games, you'll be building decks of Magnus cards. These contain the essences of items, equipments, and attack spells, and you use them in real-time turn-based battles. You choose the cards during your turn, change combos, and exploit elemental affinities. You'll traverse floating islands, solve puzzles, go to towns, talk to NPCs, gather items and Magnus cards to advance the plot and unlock skills and characters along your way. Now, for this version in particular, you have the improved visuals, which is upscaled characters and bosses, the UI, you have the option for widescreen support, a stabilized frame rate, autosave, and the ability to cut cutscenes. There is also a no random encounters toggle, an auto battle, an adjustable game speed both in and outside of battle, as well as a new game plus and a new game minus mode. So this is a phenomenal package again of two classic RPGs with such a unique style to it, and you can pick it up on Instant Gaming for less than $20 by using the link down below. We now go to the beginning of the Erdrick trilogy in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Of course, 1 and 2 is recently released, but this kicks off that trilogy. You take on the role of the hero, the child of the legendary warrior Ortega, who departed long ago to face the evil archfiend Baramos and never returned. 16 years later, you are summoned by the king of Aliahan and entrusted with the grand mission of finishing what Ortega began, to defeat Baramos and save the world from darkness. From your hometown, you gather a party of adventurers, explore many towns, dungeons, and wilderness, uncovering secrets, changing vocations, gaining strength, and eventually facing the nefarious threat that looms over the land. Now, this is another beautiful HD 2D game, one of my favorite looks of a game these days, and it just brings everything full circle for Dragon Quest III here. You've got the classic turn-based combat, encounters happen randomly in the overworld or in dungeons, and you select commands for each of your parties. Speaking of your party, you get to select your party by using the vocation system, of which you can customize to your liking, and you can unlock more classes along the way. It also comes with the new Monster Wrangler vocation, bringing a little bit more than what was in the original Dragon Quest III. Of course, this has brought this to modern times, so expect difficulty settings that can be toggled, the speed toggles in battle, and the enhanced UI will really help you out. Exploration in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake is massive. It has expanded on the original so much. This includes the world map, the locations, there's even secret spots and dungeons for you to visit in this as well. Just a great game to dive into and get you kickstarted with the Erdrick trilogy, then moving on to Dragon Quest 1 and 2. You can grab Dragon Quest 3 off Instant Gaming for just under $43, and while you're there, why not have a look at Dragon Quest 1 and 2, because you can pick that up at a discount as well. This is quite a recent release, but one of my favorite Tales games of all time. It was my first Tales game, and I'm talking about Tales of Exilia Remastered. In the floating island of Res Maxima, humans and spirits live in symbiosis. Spirits draw in human-generated mana, and humans depend on the spirits for power that sustains their civilization. At the heart of this fragile balance lie two protagonists, Jude Mathis, a diligent medical student drawn into a military research scandal, and Miller Maxwell, the Lord Sword of Spirits sent to investigate a mysterious device that is draining the world's mana. Now, the unique thing about Tales of Exilia is we have a dual protagonist setup. You can either choose Jude or Miller at the start of the game. Though the story largely overlaps, you'll get slightly different perspectives from these characters. We have a real-time combat here. It uses the dual raid linear motion battle system where 4 characters fight in real time. You can move, attack, use special arts, and link with an ally to trigger powerful combo attacks. Honestly, it's quite an engaging combat system, and I've really enjoyed everything Tales of Exilia has to offer. Of course, this dives in even deeper when we get to the link mode and combine skills. So by linking 2 party members, you can enable support skills and fill in a gorge that leads to a special state where your AC stops decreasing and you can unleash linked arts in rapid succession. Of course, this is the remastered version, so it comes with improved graphics, toggles for enemy encounters on the field so you don't need to get into battles all the time. We have autosave features and an early access to the grade shop, of which, if you don't know, the grade shop is something you usually get at the end game to unlock more features to enhance your playthrough even more. So having that straight off the bat could be quite a game changer for a new player. Combine that with the exploration as you go through towns, dungeons, and fields in full 3D, collecting items and doing side quests and engaging with the world's lore. Tales of Exilia Remastered is a must play, and you can pick this up on Instant Gaming for just over $33 using the link down below. Allow me to set the scene for this next one. In a vibrant fantasy world, the power of the mana tree has begun to fade, and ancient destructive beings known as the Belevedons stir once more. You begin by selecting 3 heroes from a roster of 6, each with their own backstory, motivations, and unique paths. Though your party's journey converges on a single overarching quest to redeem the Sword of Mana and stop the reawakening of evil, the details of your adventure vary depending on which characters you choose. So we are talking here about Trials of Mana, the remake, and this is a phenomenal game. Just in that synopsis right there, we have such flexibility and so many reasons to replay this game because of what it offers in its 6 characters. Now, this also comes with real-time action combat, which means you'll have a light attack, heavy attack, you can jump, dodge roll, and chain combos and special moves. You have character switching of your party of 3. Even though you control 1 at a time, you can switch between them on the fly, each offering different playstyles. There's also a class change system and skill trees, so characters progress through levels, earning points for stats like strength, luck, and spirit, etc. And at certain levels, they can change their class, for example, a light versus a dark path, unlocking even more abilities and moves. Of course, this is a JRPG, so exploration is great here in Trials of Mana. You'll explore towns, fields, dungeons, collect currency and items, open treasure chests, find hidden areas, and even locate the little cactus collectibles along your way for completionists. The visuals here is something that I adore with Trials of Mana. Combine that with its soundtrack, you've got quite a game here. And on Instant Gaming, you can pick this up for just over $17, so be sure to pick up this one. It's one you do not want to miss out on. And last but not least, it's a little bit selfish of me, but I'm combining 2 games to here because we are on the road to the 3rd part of this game series, and I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth Twin Pack. Now, this Twin Pack offers 2 major entries, that of Remake, which includes the intermission DLC, so you get in the integrate package here, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, you step into the shoes of Cloud Strife, an ex-soldier turned mercenary who joins eco-terrorist group Avalanche to strike back at the powerful corporation that is Shinra. The game reimagines the iconic opening chapters set in the oppressive city of Midgar with an expanded story, characters, and build-out. Rebirth picks up after the events of Remake. Cloud and his friends venture out from Midgar into a vast open world, and it really is glorious when that happens, exploring the planet and confronting the legendary elite soldier turned adversary Sephiroth. So together in this twin pack, you are getting two unforgettable experiences here in my mind. Now with Remake and Rebirth, you can expect a hybrid combat system which combine real-time action with strategic menu-based commands, and you can mix active attacks with tactical choices. Rebirth, of course, expands on this so much more with a bit more aerial combat, more combinations in its mysterious system, synergy attacks, and more abilities throughout all of the characters it has to offer. Though Remake is more of a linear experience, there's still ways to go off the off-beaten path and find secrets, items, additional bosses, and everything else in between. Rebirth again takes that, turns that sideways and sticks it straight in your face because you have got so much to do here, over 100 hours of content that you can enjoy, and this will be sure to keep you busy until the arrival of part 3, and you can pick up this twin pack off of Instant Gaming for just over $60. That's two legendary games at an incredible price, so be sure to use that link down below. And there we have it, 7 remakes and remasters that you need to add to your Steam library. If there's any I've missed, let me know by going into the comments down below. All of the links to all of the games we've spoken about will be down below, so be sure to pick up those games at incredible prices. Since you've made it to the end of the video, there is another link down there for a giveaway of where we will give away any game off the website. So if there is one here or one that you've added to your wish list, be sure to enter that giveaway because you could be in for a chance to win one of the games using my link. Not only will doing this help out the channel, you'll also be saving money, so it's a surefire thing to do. I appreciate your time, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.